wait a second. The broad with the chickens has to talk right now.
Oh,
she's hanging up.
Because why? Letterman wants her?
You go to her, Howard.
All right, wait.
Can I say,
Karen, what's your rush?
Got chickens to look after. Is this Howard?
Yeah. Hey,
yeah, I've got a sanctuary here to run, so I've got to rush pretty soon if we don't get going.
Sanctuary?
What's the sanctuary?
Well, the sanctuary is for the many rescued chickens and also 3 ducks and 1 turkey that we have here.
I like that this broad contacts...
No, you just won't sell your chicken.
I like that this girl has every one of her friends write me to get her on the show. I'm about to get her on the show. She's like, I got to get on now.
I'm busy.
She's busy.
Can I tell you a fact about Karen that I found just incredibly amazing?
Yeah.
She loves chickens so much that she missed her father's funeral because she did not want to leave the chickens alone.
Tell the truth. She just hated her father.
I don't know.
Did you ever go to a psychiatrist?
Well, I'll tell you what. I know you read that in the Washington Post, and there's a story behind that, so I don't probably want to get into that right now. But
I am not, Karen, I'm not a psychiatrist.
That's what you're referring to.
I'm not a psychiatrist, but a woman who loves chickens more than people, her own father, has serious issues. And I'll tell you the issue, Karen. The serious issue is chickens are a lot easier to love than people. You can be a removed personality with chicken. It's easy to love a chicken. But to actually commit to a person and to feel good about people is a whole bigger commitment. It actually involves you stepping in and getting involved in life and other people getting involved in your life. So not to go to your dad's funeral for a chicken shows me that you need serious help.
What it shows you is that you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about what you're talking about.
All right, then tell me the story.
Well, for one thing, a person such as myself who's been an English teacher for 12 years, a probation officer for 5 years, and run an apartment building, particularly concerned about making the best place possible for elderly people on Social Security, and who has friends throughout the world, is not exactly a person who doesn't care about human beings and isn't cared in return about.
I didn't say you don't. I didn't say.
Well, so you don't need to lecture me about not caring about
humans. This is not a lecture. I'm trying to help you.
You sound like you have a problem, like you're afraid I care about chickens more than I care about you.
No,
that's what you sound like.
I don't care.
Problem.
I don't need. I am secure enough that I don't need you to care about me.
You didn't sound secure just now.
Yes, I do.
No,
as a matter of fact, I'll tell you what it is. It is easier to love from a distance. You love chickens.
You know, it's possible to love
animals.
More than one species and more than one person.
When you teach, you don't have a commitment to people.
Your problem, Howard, not mine.
Well, maybe it is my problem, too, but you're in the same boat as me, but I'm getting help for it.
You're using your psychology to try to...
I am in psychiatry 3 days a week.
Howard, to do with me.
No, I am telling you, I'm helping you. I care about you.
No, you're not helping me.
You are in love with chicken.
After she gave her lineup, I can understand why she loves chickens. Teaching, corrections officers, and old folks.
Yeah, but understand that that's a removed kind of job.
But they're the worst jobs you
can do. I'm afraid that was a very intimate... Those were all very, very intimate helping.
You're saying, in other words, the reason she hates people is that she has horrible jobs. Maybe she had a nice job, but she would feel better about people.
She hangs around the worst people.
I would like to see people be kinder and more compassionate to those who can't defend themselves.
By the way, I am eating chicken during this interview. Where's my chicken sandwich?
That does not speak well for you. What it says is that you enjoy hurting me and the birds.
Hey, can I ask Karen a question?
Hold it. Let me finish eating.
Sadism. That's cruelty.
Right now I'm eating.
Well, you know, I've met so many people just like you that it really doesn't faze me.
All right, let's talk about why you compared the killing of chickens to the Jews in Nazi Germany.
Or to September 11th.
September 11th. That's the one that freaks me out.
That was highly disgusting.
Karen, you realize the people that died in 9/11 had families that they supported with money and jobs and kids? And I hear your chickens.
I mean, I can't believe you even, like, there were people. They weren't chickens. What are we explaining this for? And families are supporting. What are we doing?
All right, let me ask you a serious question. I want to give Karen a chance to talk.
Are you still there, Karen?
Karen.
Oh, I'm here.
All right. Is Colonel Sanders Adolf Hitler to you? I'm serious.
I'd say he certainly is to the chickens.
Okay. Now, how old were you when you started getting involved with chickens?
I was an adult.
Okay.
I was in my 30s.
Have you eaten a chicken before?
Oh, I grew up like everybody else, but when I became informed, I changed.
Are you a vegan?
Yes.
Do you eat eggs?
No.
Have you ever kissed your chicken?
Yes.
You've kissed a chicken.
Oh.
Yeah, chickens are very lovable when they're treated right. They're very affectionate. They like to be kissed.
Did you ever,
Not all of them, but some of them.
Do you have any children of your own?
No.
So you love chickens more than you wanted to have kids of your own.
Why is everything more or less either or? I don't think in those terms.
I can tell you, because chickens are chickens and people are people.
Right. People.
How many chickens does she
When you get involved in an intimate relationship with a person, whether it's a child or a husband or a lover, do you know that it requires certain human qualities? I think you're so blocked up with this chicken issue because you want to be involved with chickens who love you unconditionally. You don't. I think you're looking for a parent.
Well, that could be said about why you do the kind of celebrity job you do.
Maybe.
You want to be loved
Fine, I'm not threatened by that.
At a distance.
Yes, I am not threatened by admitting that. Why are you? Why are you
again,
threatened?
you're projecting onto me qualities that are in you.
I am telling you I am.
And it has nothing to do with the work I do for chickens.
Why do you love chickens
lives.
more than people? Why would you say that the Holocaust is the same as chickens being killed?
Because every day is a Holocaust for the chickens and for millions of other animals in this country
We eat
and worldwide.
them.
Where is she saving chickens?
So
just because we like to eat them, we have to all join you because you don't like. I love chicken.
We do have a daily Holocaust, and that's what we need to face.
I ate chicken this morning. You know, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. I couldn't sleep. You know what I ate? Chicken.
Well, someday somebody might come from another planet and
they're not coming.
Treated these birds.
Bring them on.
And then don't ever cry for mercy and justice, Howard.
Top of the food chain.
Where is she saving chickens
all right.
from?
Tell us what you're up to and how you're saving the chickens.
Well, we just recently rescued several hundred chickens from a bankruptcy situation in Florida where millions of chickens were left to starve to death. 30,000 died of starvation within 12 days. 270,000 were gassed in a horrible, horrible situation where they were thrown into drums and died of asphyxiation. And so we have 70 of those birds here, and we placed the other couple of hundred in other sanctuaries.
When you say you mean you put them on farms where people don't eat them?
Well, they're not farms; they're sanctuaries. There's a difference.
A chicken sanctuary. Where is a chicken sanctuary aside from your house?
Well, you just said that you heard roosters crowing here. We have 18 rescued roosters. And we have many hens, and we have 3 ducks and a turkey, all of whom are rescued. And they live here in our yard.
Drop in the bucket.
You would never sell these chickens to Frank Perdue?
I wouldn't sell them to anyone. They're not for sale. I don't believe in selling living beings.
But wait a minute, Karen. Isn't that sort of like a drop in the bucket? 70 chickens out of
then that's one of the points that we're making when we talk about a Holocaust.
Oh, just kill them and eat them.
But guess
kill
what?
them and eat them. Eat them.
For every individual saved, for that individual, it means everything.
Let me ask you a question. You have a boat. I'm asking you a hypothetical question. There's a boat. The boat is sinking. There's 1 child on it, human child, and 3 chickens on there.
What do you do?
Who do you save? You could either save the 3 chickens from drowning, or you could save the kid. Who do you save?
I'd have to be in that situation, and then I decide.
Oh, man.
Hey, if it was your mother or your wife, who would you save?
My mother.
Okay.
What?
That was quick.
Yeah, I got an answer for everything.
No longer.
This kid, let me describe the kid to you. It's a white child, blonde hair, blue eyes. He's got an IQ of 185. He might even have, but he's not a chicken. He's a human child with needs and
a little whiny.
In fact, he eats chicken, the kid.
Yeah. Now the 3 chickens are chickens. Who do you save?
First of all, I already answered your question. And secondly, nobody is just a chicken except in somebody's mind, somebody's prejudice and, bias.
So you're saying a chicken is as important to you as a person?
Each of those chickens is an individual.
What else are they to you besides a chicken, if they're not just a chicken?
I don't know. I mean, what are 6 million people to most other people, or really 6 billion, to most other people?
6 million, that's interesting.
Look at the attitude
6 million people died. 6 million people died in World War II. You're comparing Jews to chickens?
Look at the attitude we have right now towards all these people in the Middle East and Afghanistan. I don't hear any large-scale compassion on the part of Americans for those people.
Why? They're trying to kill us. They blew us up.
Yeah, now we're killing them.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, we have a problem with our violence and our endless violence and cruelty and mass murders.
Are you part chicken?
Well, I'd be pleased to be part chicken.
All right, let me ask you a hypothetical. You're on an island. There's nothing to eat. You're starving to death. Then you see 2 chickens. What do you do?
I don't know. If I saw a human being and I was starving to death, I might eat that human being.
All right. That's a fair answer. That's a fair answer. I would do that, too.
I could not eat another human.
I'd chop your head off and eat you.
I'd start Warner Robins.
All right, let's take a couple of calls.
Nobody knows what they would do in an extreme situation, but we're not faced with extreme situations here when it comes to eating animals. We don't need to eat any animals, and we should stop doing it.
The woman on the phone is Karen Davis. In my opinion, psychologically, she should be put on Xanax and Zoloft. Because she believes chickens are as important as human beings.
But you know the interesting thing, Howard? There are so many people who are eating chickens and other animals who are on those very drugs. But the fact is, I'm not on any drugs. I don't have high cholesterol.
You should be.
Right,
you know, I'm not on the verge of a heart attack.
Why
I'm
do you
not suffering
care?
from those problems.
Chicken's a good, lean protein.
If we don't eat the chickens, what is the use of them?
Nothing.
I don't know. What's the use of you?
Yeah, is a chicken?
Nothing.
Is a chicken going to build me
There
a
is
deck?
a use for Robin. I bang her every night. There, I admit it. Now, listen, let's take some phone calls and be civil about this.
I'm enjoying my life.
All right. And by the way, if you want to learn more about cruelty to chickens, or if you just want to have a good laugh, go to upc-online.org, and that's Karen Davis's.
She's saving the chickens.
She's saving the chickens.
You've heard of Save the Children? This is Save the Chickens.
This is Save the Chickens.
Yeah,
let's go to line 26. Go ahead. You're on with Karen Davis.
Hello, Karen. Hello, Howard and Robin.
Hi.
This is Colonel Sanders from the grave.
Colonel Sanders, how are you, sir?
Well, you know, things are good down here in hell, but, you know.
All right, what is your question for...
I just want to mention that I do agree with Karen that you know, to treat the chickens right before you fry them up.
All right, thank you, Colonel. Let's go to Dennis. Dennis, you're on with Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Hey.
What do you eat?
Huh?
What is it that you eat?
Well, actually, I would, again, refer you to my website at www.upc-online.org because you will see the most wonderful cookbook which I wrote, full of delicious...
If you're eating vegetation, then you're eating a living thing.
Excuse me?
Vegetation is a living thing.
Why do you hate the plants so much?
Right.
Plant life is a living thing.
Yeah, why do you... That's a good point. Why do you hate the plants, Karen,
well,
so
you know,
much?
if you're a vegetarian, you cause many fewer plants to suffer and die for you than if you eat animals.
Why do you hurt the
all those plants are being fed to animals to turn them into, animal products.
Why do you hurt the plants? Don't they have a right to life?
What do you hate?
Why do you hate the plants
so much?
Why do you keep assuming I hate everything? Because maybe, again, you're talking more about yourselves than you're talking about me.
What about the Holocaust of plants every day in this country? You're a
Well,
plant.
there's a bigger Holocaust because of meat eaters. That's the point.
Oh, please. So in other words, chickens are more important than plants.
Yeah.
I live for the plants. I live for the plants. You're a nutbag.
All right, thank you. Let's go to a serious question. Glenn, you're on the air.
Oh, thanks for picking me up. Listen, Karen, if you and I were locked in a room with a chicken and I held a knife to its neck, would you give me anal?
What about that, Karen? What if
Sorry,
a guy...
I missed the question.
I'll say it again, because I love to speak on the radio. If I was locked in a room with you and a chicken and I held a knife to the chicken's neck and threatened its life, would you give me anal?
He's saying if you were in a room with him and he wanted anal sex and he held a chicken hostage and held a knife to its throat and said, I'm going to kill this chicken unless you give me anal, would you do it?
That's like the boat question. You know, I'd have to be in the situation and then I'd decide.
Where do you live? I'm on my way home.
How do you look?
You know what's great about that, Howard? The answer wasn't no.
Yeah, I like that.
Not even close to no.
I like these broads who so with the chickens, you can threaten to kill a chicken, they'll do stuff.
I got a question for Karen. Karen, you know that there's so many, there's slavery over in third world nations. There's AIDS babies in this country. Did you ever think of helping a human?
I don't know. What do you do to help these people?
Actually, I'm on the board of a charity that helps educate people with AIDS.
Yeah. Well, do you assume that I'm not helping people? My whole life has been helping somebody.
But
some group of individuals who needed help.
But you seem focused on chicken.
No, I have a larger sense of who needs help maybe than some other people do.
Right.
Well, I'm telling you, you haven't convinced me.
I don't believe that we're wasting time saving 70 chickens with all these. I mean, the chickens are going to die.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. A lot of little girls, and I suggest to you that, no offense to Karen, but she's stuck in what is called the little girls phase. When little girls are in love with their pet chicken and their stuffed animals and their Barbie dolls, it's a lot easier to love those things than people. And I got to tell you that really what's going on with her is that she's projecting all kinds of thoughts and feelings onto these chickens like they're people. And because it's easier to project that onto chickens than to people.
Don't object.
If she wants to, she should get involved with some real people, form strong relationships with people.
She wouldn't have time for chickens.
She wouldn't have time for chickens, and that's my advice.
Right now, as you speak in these, phony romantic terms,
not phony.
These birds are being subjected to severe electric shocks which paralyze them and keep them alive through the slaughter process.
Oh, they
and I live in a part of the country where this is going on.
Where?
What I'm saying is that everybody who eats a piece of a chicken is eating somebody who was treated so horribly that really it does affect their lives in ways they don't even know.
You're calling a chicken somebody?
Yeah, somebody, absolutely.
All right, let's
Can a chicken grow up to be president? Is a chicken going to find a cure for AIDS? What's a chicken going to do?
But is she objecting only to them being killed cruelly? If we kill them nicely,
do you love the movie Chicken Run?
Yeah, I did like Chicken Run.
I figured that would be your favorite.
Yeah.
Do you play it all the time? In your apartment, do you play that all the time?
Well, I don't live in an apartment. I run a sanctuary, and I live at the headquarters here. But actually, there are two main points in Chicken Run, in addition to it being good entertainment. One is the chickens are saying they don't want to be killed, and secondly, they do not want to be locked up.
Chickens don't really. It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Dude, would you if you were walking by and you saw a farmer slaughtering his chickens, would you kill him?
Would I kill him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you might as well ask if I walked by and saw somebody killing a child. Would I kill them?
Would you?
You always give me these.
Well, that's good.
Questions.
Would you walk by if someone was killing a child?
I hope I would try to try an intervention that would dissuade this person before I resorted to violence.
You saw a guy on the side of the road.
I said I might resort to violence.
All right.
Yeah.
So you might resort to violence. You would kill a farmer who was killing a chicken. The same way if you saw a guy killing a child.
These are called
I just want to know what we're dealing with.
These are called situational ethics questions.
If you ever...
You're asking questions about extreme situations.
That's not extreme. You can go to any farm right now and see a man killing chickens. Why is that extreme?
There's mass murder going on. There's mass murder, Howard, going on
Why don't you pick up a shotgun? Why don't you pick up a shotgun and start killing all the farmers then, if this is what you believe?
I'll tell you, because the situation is truly overwhelming.
No, because you know that chickens are less meaningful than people. That's why you don't do it.
You'll never run out of a cause.
Right. This is something so you can get attention from all your friends.
You'll never fix this, and you'll never run out.
Hey, Karen, have you ever been arrested? For something, for doing something for chickens, like holding a chicken demonstration or something?
Well, let's see. I was arrested in Pennsylvania for releasing 12 pigeons at the Higgins Pigeon Shoot.
A pigeon?
Yeah.
You mean the rats with wings? Those filthy, dirty
I was arrested,
pigeons.
And I've also been arrested on hunt sabotages, where we try to dissuade hunters from killing animals for pleasure.
How do you do that?
I've been arrested at those kinds of.
What do you look like? Are you hot?
Places.
Are you hot?
She looks like a chicken.
Excuse me?
Are you hot?
What's that mean?
I mean, how do you look?
How do I look?
Yeah.
Are you pretty?
Are you a hot chick?
Are you a pretty girl?
Well, I'm not a girl anymore, and.
Are you a pretty woman?
Pretty. I guess that would be up to the beholder.
Are you more
like
like
a boyfriend?
Yeah.
I have a husband.
Oh, you do? Poor guy.
And he buys into this also?
Can we talk to him?
Is he in the bathroom taking pills right now?
No, actually, he's in the hospital taking pills right now.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame. My heart goes out to him.
Hey, can I ask Karen, how does she dissuade hunters? Like, what do you do to dissuade hunters?
She dresses up in a giant chicken outfit.
Her husband's in the hospital, and she's running around with these chickens.
Yeah. Poor husband. You should be by your husband's side.
But what do you do to dissuade hunters that land you in jail? Like, what did you do, Karen?
Well, we try to talk to them. We follow them through the woods, and we try to make as much noise as possible to protect the animals who would otherwise be shot. And we
got to get videotape of
We
that.
talk to these people. And we have had some success with these people.
Hey, Hank!
Well,
I'll see some
let me tell
broad
you.
in the way.
Charlie the chicken's on the phone. He wants to talk to you. Charlie, go ahead.
Fucking bitch!
Oh, stop it!
Stupid whore!
All right. Well, that's not nice. We're trying to have a dialogue.
They can talk, chickens.
What if do you like wolves because they eat chickens?
What's their problem?
You would you eat a wolf?
Would you kill a wolf?
What are you wearing?
Well, wolves are another species, and they are true carnivores, which humans aren't.
That's not true.
And we're not about policing other species. We're about
policing me.
We're about
telling other people what
the
to
best
do.
kind of creature we can be on this planet.
You're dissuading.
That's what we're about. Just
I can't believe
addressing human problems.
I can't believe you would consider killing a farmer for killing chickens. I think he should be locked up. I think you're going overboard here. I think you're close to the breaking point.
I can't believe she can't decide whether to save the chicken.
Well, the thing is, Howard, you keep saying that, but the problem that you're having is that your joke isn't going over because it's perfectly clear that I'm completely lucid and completely irrational.
No, you said that you would kill a farmer who's killing chickens.
No, that's not what I said.
She said she would commit a violent act towards him.
When are you going to see your husband today?
Yeah, let's talk about him. Yeah. He's the guy who needs help.
No, we're not going to talk about him. That's my private life.
Talk about what you're wearing then right now.
Do you bring chickens to visit him at the hospital?
You sound like fun. What are you doing Friday night?
What are you wearing right now? Seriously. Be honest.
Why do you want to know?
Turns me on. Sometimes I like...
What does it have to do with the work that I do and the suffering?
Nothing, but I'm just relating to you on a human level.
I just want to make sure the chickens are seeing something.
I got news for you. The work that you do has to do with nothing. So what are you wearing, sweetheart?
Well, it's really not relevant.
Didn't you once try to commit suicide?
No.
Were you on psychiatric drugs?
No. But I'll tell you one thing.
Is that true? Is that true?
I'll tell you one thing. I think when we take
Were you on Librium?
all the killing that we do and all the suffering that we're causing without any justification, that's when I begin to wonder about our species and how we can tolerate causing so much misery.
Were you on Librium?
And why don't we want to stop doing it? No, it's not a joke. Why do we want to continue just...
I'll tell you why. I'll answer you. You want an answer?
Tell me, please. I'd like to know.
Okay. And then you have to answer my question if you were ever on Librium. But I'll tell you the answer. Many of us, not you, many of us enjoy eating the protein known as chicken.
Well, you can get protein from anything.
No.
What about the fish? Fish are okay to eat, but
plants are full of protein.
Well, that's what you like. I'm telling you, I have tried the vegetarian lifestyle, and I found something missing in my energy level. I found something missing in my desires. I need to eat. Man has teeth. Man is a carnivore.
No, man isn't a carnivore.
And the man is not.
I am a carnivore. Why is a wolf a true carnivore and a man isn't? Give us the reason.
First of all, two big things, three big things. The acidity of the stomach is different, the teeth are different, and the digestive system. And the very shape and length of the digestive system is totally different.
That doesn't mean that...
It means we get to eat everything.
That means we're human beings and we have a different shape
I'll tell you one thing. We've got so many health problems in our culture that to even talk about a meat-based diet as being a healthy one is absurd.
I'm telling you what I'm doing.
Living forever.
I got to tell you what I'm going to do.
People with colon cancer and all these other miserable diseases that they're getting from eating animal products.
Where do you live?
I mean, the question is why do people want all these diseases when they don't have to have them?
Where do you live?
Vegans just die. They don't get...
Where do you live?
Yeah.
On the eastern shore of Virginia.
All right. I am going to build a Kentucky Fried Chicken right across from your sanctuary. That's what I'm going to do.
And what would that accomplish?
And guess
It's going to drive you nuts.
At least we'll have a good source of healthy chicken.
Guess where we're going to get the chicken?
From your sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
And let me suggest to you that a wolf has canine teeth, and we have canine teeth.
No, Howard, we do not have canine teeth.
Yes, we do. We have canine teeth. I asked my dentist, Dr. Kaufman, the greatest dentist in the world.
Hey, I don't care who you asked. We don't have
said Dr. Kaufman.
How come you don't go out and tear live animals' muscle tissue apart with your bare teeth then?
Because we've evolved.
Because we've evolved.
Oh, I see. In what way have we evolved? I'm waiting for
we have others to kill our chickens.
Howard, I'm waiting to hear something about how we've evolved from everybody on your show.
Spices.
How come you don't make fire with 2 sticks and you don't run around naked throwing a spear at your dinner? You evolved.
If a wolf knew how to make chicken parmesan, he'd do it.
Right.
Well, paying other people to kill for you is not evolved.
Why do we live in a house?
I want your address. I'm going to have every one of my listeners send you a bucket of extra crispy every day.
Well, being sadistic isn't involved either.
Wait, Karen, why do you live in a house instead of a cave?
How does she get her food?
Being sadistic is not evolved.
Why do you live in a house instead of a cave?
Yeah.
Answer the question. You should be living in a cave.
Well, there's a moral cave, and that's what the cave that concerns me.
Wait a minute.
How do we get into your moral cave?
Your food?
Have you ever eaten linguine? Have you ever eaten shiitake mushrooms?
How do you get it?
Huh?
How do you get it?
I buy it at the store.
Same place I get the chicken.
So what's your point?
You should be boycotting the stores.
I don't get my food myself. Neither do you.
That's right. You hired someone to kill that shiitake mushroom for you.
You're just going to the shelf full of corpses. There's a difference between
I'll bet your chickens don't even like you. I bet you if we polled those chickens, they don't like her.
They're trying to get out of there.
They'd be like, kill us now.
Highly annoying. Anyway, Karen, I'm offended by your use of the term chickens, comparing them to Holocaust and 9/11 victims, but I think that you have a right to say it. I think you're wrong. I think people are more evolved, and I think we are true carnivores. I try to reduce red meat. I don't like to eat cows and highly evolved animals, but that's my choice.
McCartney, and she got cancer. Where did her cancer come from?
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want, I'm going to be doing a pay-per-view special. And if you want to fight someone from the chicken industry,
there's a good idea.
Boxing match, or if you want to make
meat eater.
If you'd like, I'll let you come and make a chicken speech at the fight. I'll give you a minute.
We're going to have a cockfight.
Would you like to make a chicken speech?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I can out-talk and out-articulate anybody from the poultry industry easily.
You didn't do it here with me today.
You're not from the poultry industry.
Well, you have to assert that because you have to maintain your audience's respect. But,
no, we knocked every one of your arguments down.
You haven't made a single point.
Sure, we did.
Made a bunch of assertions.
We asked you we compared the house with the cave.
And giggled and laughed.
The carnivore thing.
But you know how many shows I've been on that are just like this one? And in one way they're supposed to be clones of the Howard Stern show, but the Howard Stern show is no different from all these shows. They're all exactly alike. Exactly.
Yeah, they all disagree with you.
They all disagree with you.
Individuality.
One thing about my clones, they all...
nothing that I would call evolved. All these shows are just alike.
Honey, you compared the Holocaust.
Like everybody else?
You compared the Holocaust to chicken killing. You're insulting 6 million Jews. You compared 9/11 to where. Of course they disagree with you.
Do you have the ability to put a face?
Yeah, because it feels nice to be a sufferer. It feels a lot worse to know that you're the cause of suffering.
Do you have the ability to put a face to somebody that died in 9/11, to see their family and children? Do you have that ability at all?
Put a face on...
A chicken doesn't have a face. Put
a face on a chicken because they have faces, too.
It doesn't have a face.
Marianne from Brooklyn, go ahead.
How dare you? How dare you? You should put her in the ring with Frank Perdue. How dare you? So many innocent lives are lost. You're talking about a chicken. You're a mental case. You're wasting too much time with her, Howard. And if you put her in the ring for a minute, I better be there singing the Star-Spangled Banner, Howard. Because screw this woman. She's a nut.
All right, Marianne, thank you. Marianne talks like a chicken.
How to articulate that, Karen?
You must love her.
Karen, if people want to learn more about cruelty to chickens, go to UPC
If you have nothing else to do.
Yeah, have nothing.
Go to UPC.
What is it, Dominic?
I got the undercard.
What is it?
A cockfight.
Cockfight.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
I think it's about time to say it's been a pleasure. And
you don't have to lie. It hasn't been a pleasure. I appreciate you having me on your show, and I do appreciate your letting people know about our website, which I strongly encourage your listeners to visit and learn more about all the work that United Poultry Concerns does. I'll tell you who I worry about.
I encourage people to learn more about chickens because they're really lovely, beautiful, wonderful birds, and they don't deserve the way they're treated by us.
Unlike the chickens, I hope your husband is feeling better.
I hope he's feeling better, too.
He's a human being, and, I know he has a lot to put up with you and your chickens.
Wait, your husband is a human being, right?
But, but other creatures are living beings, too, and they deserve respect, and they deserve compassion, too.
Who would you push off a boat?
And you can love other creatures as well.
Who would you push off a boat, your husband or the chicken?
You know something? When I grew up in Altoona, Pennsylvania, I used to hear people say in the 60s, when I was getting involved in the civil rights movement, which I was very active in, okay, why don't you care about people in your own neighborhood, in your own family? Because, it was as if you can't care about anybody but just your own little narrow provincial circle. But I'm saying, yes, you can, and yes, you should. And with that, I'm going to say thanks again, and have a nice day. Bye.
Oh, she told me off.
She asked to be on the show.
Yeah. To learn more about cruelty to chickens, go to upc-online.org. How silly.
I guess they'll stop sending those emails now.
We got to take a break.
Maybe she would have spun the wheel of sex.
I don't think so. Not that broad.
Just save a chicken, man.
She's a little uptight.
You get her in here, you get her naked in 2 seconds by threatening to kill a chicken.
Oh, how great would that be? Get her in here.
Oh, we should have had her in.
Get her in here with a couple of chickens.